I know a heap of people out on the internet think Anri's the best thing to come along in TOR since sliced bread and a medium rare bantha steak. But call me a contrarian because I hate this character. Why, you may ask? Well, let me count the ways. But first, let me preface this with maybe I wouldn't hate her if I'd have met her with a different character. But the character I meet her with is a Sith Inquisitor, Darkseid. Let's just have a listen as to how she treats your character when you first meet.
No sudden moves, if you please.
I'm here to help.
Yep, Anri, she's just a rando who happens to have all the right transponder codes and clearance. She's just looking for a spa day.
That a fact?
At the request of Moff Pyron.
Well, that's a different story.
And really, all she has to do is name drop Moff Pyron, and Anri doesn't even check to find out if it's true? But here's the part that really frosts my cookies.
You do look familiar, somehow. We worked together before.
Now that's just a direct insult. Either that or Anri's dumb as a post. Is there really any way she would know who the commander of the Galactic Alliance is? The one person that took down Valkorion and the Eternal Empire? And then there's all those years of exploits before Valkorion attacked. And to add insult to injury, Melora comes in and treats you like garbage. But let's focus on one idiot at a time.
Her creations are just as likely to get us killed as any Jedi. Idiot.
You would dare to insult a Sith? A member of the Dark Council?
Well, not to her face, obviously.
Choose your next joke carefully.
Or I die for my insolence. Typical. Fine. Forget I said it. Never question my betters, wash behind my leku, I know the drill.
So if Anri wouldn't say any of this to Melora's face, why does she think she can get away with saying it to the PC's face? And when given a direct threat, she blows it off and treats it as if it's really nothing and gives you a bunch of smart alecky remarks. All while casually leaning on the console with the attitude of, I don't really care what you say or do. And the worst part is, BioWare gives us nothing to say in response. Make the character as insubordinate and snotty as you want. I'm fine with that. Just let the PC have an appropriate reaction. Like, say, force choke or shooting her across the room with some lightning. And again, we're back to first impressions. Had this been a Sith that doesn't like the Dark Council, or maybe a bounty hunter who couldn't give two flips and would rather shoot all the Sith he sees anyway, that would have been a whole different scene. But this really boils down to BioWare's one set of dialogue options fits all circumstances, and that hurts the story and definitely hurts the characters. Continuing the scene, we get this gem from Anri.
Let's buckle down, huh? Objective is to trash the Republic colony.
Buckle down? Does the PC look like they're just goofing off? How about I buckle you to a bulkhead?
We've got troops ready, willing, and able. Does her Sithly eminence send us to do that? Or does she hold us all back while she works on her little science project?
She just got told to watch her mouth when it comes to the Sith, but does she? Nope, she goes right on bad-mouthing again, and the PC just stands there. It's hard to roleplay a Sith when you don't get a chance to roleplay a Sith. Throw us a bone here, BioWare. Give me some reaction.
Was just about to go looking for him. Care to join?
You don't have search parties out already.
Would have, if you hadn't parked your shuttle in the middle of our briefing.
Blame the PC, not the fact that you didn't go ahead and order your troops to go find your missing guy. Alright, let's shift when Darth Malgus appears. How does Anri react? Oh, she bows.
And I am in command now.
I do have to hand it to BioWare for letting our character just stand there and stare at him and then have words. Now back to me griping about Anri. When Malgus addresses her, she snaps to and she's ready to go, and then decides it's okay to volunteer the PC.
Who was the ranking military officer?
Here, my lord. Major Anri. I'll only need one person to get that job done. Commander, would you be so kind?
Golly, Anri, you bet. We should do your soldier's job because they're tuckered out from doing nothing when we did their job just a few minutes ago. However, we do get to taunt Malgus, so I'm down with that. Let's jump back in time to our first excursion on this planet. Anri's told us what we're going to do, where we're going to do it, and that we're going to go do it with her. We get a smidge of Anri's backstory. And wouldn't you know it, she was just better than everybody else.
Are non-human military officers common now?
Getting there. I'm one of the first to get a rank like this. but the numbers are getting better every day. I had a bit of a head start. When I was a slave, I was running ops for my old master. Made his actual troops furious. He was a colonel in the infantry, special forces. Every mission he gave me, I ran circles around all his fancy officers.
She's just really good. Either that or her former master hired morons. But we'll never know because BioWare just tells us she's great. Remember that old adage, show, don't tell? They do Anri's character no favors. Let us know what she had to overcome, how hard she had to fight. Give the PC some common ground with her. Every PC had to struggle to get where they are, had to fight and kill. But alas, we just get to know how great she is because she tells us how great she is. There was always potential for this character. At one point on your travels, she actually thanks you for saving them from Valkorion. It was a very nice, genuine moment, one where her use of humor seemed very appropriate.
Still, a bit hard to believe the old Emperor was planning to eat us all. Guess we all owe you for that one, huh? So, thanks for saving the galaxy and everyone I ever loved.
Still, too little too late, I'm afraid, as we're back to those first impressions. Does she get better? Yes. Maybe if I run a Twi'lek bounty hunter one of these days, I'll romance her. Probably not. And one more thing.
Tell me about the new Dark Council.
Still works more or less the same way, just less seats.
Fewer, Anri. It's fewer, not less. Grammar aside, Anri knows who the PC is.
Your old seat got merged into the Sith Doctrine Pyramid. Darth Anathel runs that one. Never met him.
I'll make sure to meet him soon enough.
Bet you will.
So why did she act like she didn't in the beginning? Did the writers forget what they were doing? Or were the writers fixated on making her too cool for school? And the goggles look stupid. There's more to be said on this subject, but let's stop here. What do you folks think? Do you love her, hate her, or just don't care? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, like, comment, and subscribe.